Hello, good morning, traders. This is Baha Pips. Today is Monday, December 4th, 2023, 11:21 a.m. Eastern China time. And today I'm going to be doing my weekly technical breakdown. This is the first one of the month, and this is the last month of the year. So, going to be filled with some action this morning. I'm going to be breaking every pair down at the bottom of this screen. As you can see, I'm going to start off with US 30, and I'm going to make my way all the way to the right. Also, going to look at some stocks and some crypto. So, without further ado, let's get started. US 30, I recently had a trade on US 30 that lasted about a week. And if you look at my last weekly technical breakdown, you can see that I actually did get out of that trade in profit. It was a nice long, and it went exactly to my target. No hesitation. Price was just taking its time, and then we accelerated into yearly highs, and that was it at that point. So now what am I going to do? I'm going to wait because I don't have any reason to get into a long right now. I just got out of a long and I do not chase price. I look for pullbacks. I look for certain areas where price is stalling out and there's opportunity for me to get in before the next breakout or the next run. So as of right now, price is a little bit too deep in the money. If I buy it right now, there's a chance that price may end up congestion for an extended period of time. There is a probability that it could continue on going up. It does look pretty strong of a bull rally right now, but because of the tendency of price stalling out and it's not an ideal place, I will leave it alone. On top of that, this is not a strategy of mine. I'm not familiar with taking trades or chasing trades, I would say. So I'm going to leave this one alone. And that is it for US 30. Take a look at Bitcoin USD. Go all the way out to the daily chart because I like to trade Bitcoin off of the daily. And this looks very similar. Now, I did mention that Bitcoin was going to potentially reach 40,000, and that was going to be my longer term target on the trade that I did have on Bitcoin a few weeks ago. I ended up taking profit, and it was a very nice, pretty attractive profit target that I did take last time I did update y'all on the Bitcoin. And now we're actually at a point where price is attempting to go on another bull rally. So I'm going to wait for a pullback. And I am very bullish on this pair. This is what I was waiting for. It was in a congestion for about a month. You see, start of November all the way to now, November 4th, all the way to today, December 4th. So it was congested for about a month. I did go long back in October, and I did take profit. And you see, November was pretty slow. So I didn't really want to take anything for the last few weeks just because it was not ideal conditions for me. But as of right now, we do have that confirmed breakout north. I was waiting for the highs around 38,000 to 46, just around that area to be taken out before looking for potential longs. And I also wanted to see the reaction at that area. Of course, if we was a weak breakout, we would see price barely nip this high and then come back into that order range. And then I would have avoided any potential longs. But fortunately, we did have a nice break north. And as of right now, I'm not chasing price. Like I said, I do not chase price, but I am looking for a pause, stall out, pullback, some sort of congestion and confirmation north. Until then, I'm going to sit on my hands. It's Monday, it's early in the week. So just wait for the news and price action to pick up later on this week. Let's go on to Volkswagen. First time looking at these pairs, by the way. I just got onto this after the weekend, and yeah, just to let y'all know little updates. I don't pre-record this. I mean, this is recorded right now, but I'm speaking live, so everything is fresh in front of me. I am reading price action as is, and yeah, there's no like rehearsal of this. This is just what it is, raw commutation of pure price action, and everything is being done in real time. Looking at Volkswagen, it looks like buyers are potentially going to rise, but I do not like this because we had a lot of drift plus whipsaw and chop. So what I mean by that is we had a nice potential break north. We did reach the resistance of October 12th, and price rejected those highs. Not a big deal because we weren't really in the range, but this was a older range. Price did break onto the downside, reverse, came back in and started declining. Like I said, I wasn't really concerned about these highs. I just wanted to see the reaction and the pullback to see if I can get in on a long. Uh, Price pulled back pretty deep, and as of right now, this is the first time actually that second time that price is attempting to go north. We can see back in November 20th, price did attempt to go higher, even just a little visit of the previous day's highs that would have been a trigger, and you can see that that failed. That was a red flag, and then we just had a bunch of drift until now. So there's a potential that we're going to go northbound, but for me, I need to see a new bull rally just because this rally right here failed. The sellers came in, even though the sellers weren't as strong, they did pull it back. The magnitude of those selling pressures is too strong for me right now. So I'm going to wait for new buyers to step in, or I'm going to leave this one alone. I only look for high probability setups. So if this setup is not great, I'm gonna leave it alone. Now let's get on a GU. I'm gonna take a look at GU right now. GU actually had a pretty nice bull run, and we did have a recent pullback. And right now we are attempting to break north. I just want to measure that rally size and compare it to the stop loss that I would have to place. So we had about 180 pip move north, and I want to just take a look at the recent pullback and breakout. So it is attempting to break north. This is a pattern, but because the stop loss size on this would be a little too deep, 120 pips or 180 pip rally, that would mean I need at least a 240 pip target. And that last wave size was too weak. I don't really care that they're meeting prior resistance right around here. There's some weak resistance right around here back in August. I'm not concerned about that. What I am mainly concerned about is the fact that the stop loss size is a little bit too large. So I'm gonna leave that one alone. If I go into the 5 minute, just to confirm, yeah, it's not even moving bullish for me to even trade on this 5 minute chart. It has been a pretty massive drop this morning, and you see that the bulls are trying to recover, but it's not strong enough for me to be convinced of any type of long. So I'm gonna leave this one alone. I like to use a smaller time frame just to confirm the bigger ones, and yeah, that one's that. So also looking at the 4 hour, because on Forex pairs, I do like to look at the 4 hour just for my stronger time frame. Um, Nothing yet. I don't see any type of pattern on this 4 hour as well. That's just to confirm that I'm going to sit on the sidelines until further notice. Take a look at USD Now, that would have been a beautiful drop. I was short on USD a few weeks ago, and I did mention that I did get stopped out and I didn't have a move because we were in a range. I was waiting for that range to break, and it did break, but I didn't get any type of good confirmed move to the downside. So it looks like it was just drifting on down. Like we had a little mini weak downtrend this entire time, and now we are attempting to break lower, but I do not have a setup yet. And because of that, I'm gonna leave this one alone as well. Unfortunately, sometimes you have to just sit out. Even if you see a good opportunity, it's not the greatest time to take a trade. I don't force trades. Every mistake does cost you in this business, and I don't have time. I cannot afford to make silly mistakes. So if it's not a part of my trading plan, I leave it alone. Very important message for those of y'all that are watching this video. Trade what is a part of your plan. If it's not a part of your plan, do not try to guess. Trading is not about guessing. It's not about getting lucky. It's not gambling. I know y'all seen a lot of stuff online when it comes to prop firm traders. And let me tell you one thing about these prop firm traders. Most of them are gambling. Most of them are guessing. A lot of them buy multiple accounts, fail multiple times, and then they get lucky a few times. And of course, you can buy on a nice bull rally on a pair and risk 5%, and you can make a good amount. You could, it's gambling. End of story. Leaderboards are not really representative of real traders. It's just pure game. It's a game. Okay, so if you know how to trade properly, you could dominate that game. But otherwise, they're getting lucky. That's why you don't see repeat traders. And if you do, once again, they might have a strategy that it could be a swing trading strategy that lasts several months because there's a rally or a drop or a certain condition that the strategy works and that might last 2 3 months. So you might see them on that leaderboard or getting paid out for a few months. But once that condition does change, their results will change and you won't hear from them again. And they're going to continue chasing that holy grail, chasing that high, trying to repeat what was a one-time thing. Um, that's why I say day trading is helping, especially down on the smaller time frames. You tell these same people to do what I do every day, most of them will fold because, of course, they're not really real traders. They're just gambling. They're playing a game. They're treating it as a game, and I don't. So if you want to stay in this for the long run, survive 10, 15 years of trading, even 5 more years from now, just just trade properly. Learn to trade, not gamble. Okay. Now let's go on to USD Canada. I'm going to take a look at this. We did have a breakout to the downside, but it's whipsaw. You can see right now, and because of that, I'm not interested in a short on USD CAD. On top of that, we were getting weaker. We could see that the bears were getting weaker. So we had a nice strong drop at first. There was a pullback ending that bear drop. Then there was another drop. Then there was a pullback, whipsaw. Then there's another drop. Then there was a small pullback, and then there was another drop, which is even weaker before this whipsaw. So that's telling me that the bears are losing momentum, and I do not want to look for any type of trade. Looking at the 5 minutes to confirm that I do not see any bear drops right now, and I need to get in my trades from the smaller time frame. And if I don't have a setup, it's not a part of my trading plan. I leave it alone. There's no guessing. I'm not selling at resistance because as of right now, what does this look like, y'all? This is a pop quiz. I'm gonna give y'all just a moment just to answer me. Give you a few seconds. What does this look like? Does it look like a bear market? Looking at today alone, forget yesterday. Looking at today alone, what does this look like? Well, those of you that said bullish, I mean, you're right. What's up with my MT4? Just a minute. Those of you that said bullish, you're right. It's been going up, and just had a little stall out, but you got ice bunch of traders. I don't want to like isolate anyone in their strategies, but hey, your strategy tells you to go short now. Go ahead, but you might want to just fix your trading plan and do some fine tuning because to me, this is going north and we're breaking daily highs as I speak. I'm leaving that one alone. Let's go on to GBP JPY. I don't really see much on GJ. It looks like the bears are starting to pick up in momentum, but I do not have a sell. I don't have anything set up. I can't trade an RT on this because we didn't have any type of good rally coming into this. And then I'm gonna confirm with this 5 minute chart. Looks like price was dropping all day, but as of right now, we would actually be waiting on the sidelines because for the past several hours, price has been drifting sideways. It's not continuing that bear run. That's indicating that this downtrend could be over. There's no guarantees. I'm not predicting. I don't predict. I do not trade off of predictive analysis. I trade off of my reaction to what I see in real time. And this right here has been dropping. Yes, it's confirmed. It's very visible that downtrend. But like I said, the time when I would be logging in, this would actually have been avoided. So I'm not going to enter a trade hoping that it's going to continue down. I'm going to leave this one alone and I'm going to get back to that later on the week. NZDCHF, garbage. I do not like this. It could potentially go up as a potential RB pattern, but we have some whipsaws coming in. Let's take a look at the 5 minute chart. 5 minute chart is looking like, once again, very similar to GJ, the opposite. Kind of like back here on US dollar Canada. We can see that NZDCHF is retesting daily highs, but if I am looking for longs, I need to see that to be confirmed on the 5 minute. And I don't really see any recent rallies to buy into. It looks like that bull rally of earlier this morning, it would look like it happened in early Asia. It ended, and right now we are waiting for the next thrust. I'm not going to get in early hoping that the trade continues. I don't do that. I trade a reaction. All right, so you can see that the price has been dropping. Just gave it a little bit more time, but yeah, we don't have anything solid on the Aussie dollar, so I'm gonna leave that one alone. Go on to LVMH. Still see nothing good on Air France. Still see nothing good. UJ, nothing solid. Navita, and I'm just scrolling through this, skimming through this really fast because I can already read my price action. I know my plan, and we're getting to the end of the video. So CAD JPY, don't see anything solid. Don't see anything solid. Gold did spike on up, but this is not a buy. Just because we had that spike up is very important to know that. Just because we had a recent nice move does not mean that you just hop in. Imagine buying it all the way up here around 25 7 or 25 8. You would be out of the money right now by quite a bit. So this is what I mean by don't chase price. Gold went all the way up, and obviously the 5 minute did not confirm that. So I would leave that one alone, and I would get back to that. And lastly, we have it's the same things. Silver. So yeah, we have silver. Apologies for that. I said it was gold, but gold did pretty much a very similar thing this morning. But yeah, so as of right now, I'm not deploying capital in any pairs. I'm actually going to be sitting on the sidelines until further notice. It's the beginning of the month, so let some high impact news happen, and then I may take some trades. I'm gonna go onto the economic calendar to finish this video just to show y'all the weekly outlook. So here's the weekly outlook on the economic calendar. And as we can see, I'm just waiting to see. I don't really care if the high impact news are there unless I am trading for a prop firm with those rules or if I am looking for anything else. But as of right now, I am sitting on my hands, no capital being deployed. I don't see any interest rates happening just yet. That's kind of what I'm looking for, interest rates or non farm. There is non-farm this Friday, so I will be looking at that. There is some GDP growth rate right here that is about to happen in the Eurozone in about 3 days. So I will be looking around in 3 days, around December 7th. I'll be rechecking this chart. Other than that, I don't really see much happening. Like I said, I'm looking for interest rates, and I don't see anything in the next forthcoming several days. Like I said, there is non-farm payroll that should be happening on Friday, so that's going to be the next major impact news. But in between now and Friday, we could have some setups. So just gonna be eyeballing the charts, checking every morning, and following up on the daily and 4 hour time frames. But as of right now, that's nothing. So no trades this week on the swing trading. I will be day trading as usual. If you're interested in learning how to day trade, I do have private coaching in which we can have some hourly meetings and we can set up a potential training schedule. You can go on my website. It's under 1minutetraders.com. If you click on the private mentoring tab and you click on private mentoring right here, it will redirect you to my coaching services. And this is a 3 month plan, but we can talk about deals and discounts and getting it more affordable if you want. And yeah, that's about it. So if you want to learn from me, I do day trade on the daily, if on the regular every day. One day, even though there's not swing trade set up each day, there's the benefit of day trading and scalping is that look at this, I'm able to still find opportunity every day because I do trade on the 1 minute chart. Not every single day is a trading day, so some days I may be sitting on my hands like this particular chart right here, in which I did not take any type of trade, but I will teach you exactly how I get in, exactly how I get out, and my process while I'm managing a trade. So that's it for this video. Y'all have a great day and a safe week, and I'll follow up with y'all next week. Peace.